Hi everyone, I'm Marika. Welcome to my studio. This body of work that I'm sharing really is all made of materials that I found here in the house. So a lot of these things were happening at a time when there was reconstruction happening. And then as art tends to imitate life, there was a lot of life changes and reconstruction happening. And this sort of urge emerged to pay attention to these materials and to almost religiously pick up the pieces. And I'd been working with drywall for a while, but this question kind of emerged as I was working in my consciousness, when you're in the studio, and this sort of resounding question of what holds what kind of came up. And I sort of developed this kind of tender relationship to the pieces of sheetrock as these walls were kind of crumbling around me. And so I kind of developed a practice of collecting the pieces from my studio practice, and then also working with these pieces of drywall that had impact, kind of trauma to the drywall, and sort of working on tenderly wrapping those up. So here's another piece where I'm working to sort of heal and mend almost this wall space. So at that same time, I discovered this can of pink paint in the basement that just said Anna's room. That's the only thing it said. And it was this sort of bright baby pink. And there was no room in our house that was actually painted that color when we moved in. And it felt really tender to me. And I started incorporating that into my work. And I kind of worked with it until it was gone. And so this sort of question of does the wall hold the paint? Does the paint hold the pieces of the wall, like this piece? And these kind of playful and tender little inversions of our usual relationship to walls. So this whole series of work was titled What Holds What, and I'm really excited to share it with you. Thanks.